Okay, so I'm going to try this today. Whether or not it will work will be how we're going to decide this. So I have the camera in the middle there, and I'm going to help Nellie go over all these obstacles. And I'll kind of be, because I got to do this by myself yet, until my daughter comes home next week, and then I'll do some better ones. But, and I'm going to see if I can get her to go over all these obstacles. Those of you on my Facebook saw that, you know, she did this a bit yesterday, and I just took still pictures of it and put that on there. But I'm going to have her go through and just see if she can calmly go through and over and around and everything else through all these different obstacles. And then I'll work on her feet and stuff like that, see if I can get a little closer up. So I apologize if the camera will be a little bit shaky, but we'll give it a shot. So, and I have my little flag here that'll kind of help send her around. So this will be just as if I was standing in the middle. She's like, why should I move? Obviously she's getting better. Forward, Deli. There we go. Like I said, this may or may not work. I might need to get my stick and strings. I have a little bit more to go here. Okay, we're going to get her to go over the bridge. Now yesterday she was flying over everything. Today she's just nice and easy. There we go. Send her forward there. Obviously nice and relaxed. See what we can do about the flapping tarp. Kind of balance. Go check out the tarp. See how the wind's going to catch the tarp there a little bit. Pick it up. She should be okay with that. Send her forward. I haven't obviously rehearsed this at all before I started. Work on the thing that she had trouble with yesterday. What this is two barrels with a thing over top, and then there's a little plastic bag thing in the middle, actually an old feed bag that she has to step over. And then the jump. Good job. See, I can't leave the camera too much because if she gets excited she could run over my camera, which would mean I no longer have a camera. I don't expect her to get excited, but one never knows. Yeah, she's... Obviously that's okay, and as you saw when she was starting, she was standing next to that thing, and that was beautiful. So, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get her halter. Went over everything by herself. Now, Nellie, I'm going to halter you. Let's not run over my camera. Don't want her to turn her butt to me. So I'm going to wait here. Now I'm going to be out of the screenshot there. There. She took a step towards me. I'll go and get her, only because I don't want to have any issue with the camera sitting in the middle of this arena here. Okay, so we're going to walk over here to this, and one object at a time. And again, she was okay with this the other day. This is tied to the fence here. I'm just going to make sure she's still doing okay with things here. Now, when I had this in front of her the first day, although it was loose, it was, she was rearing up and striking at me. So, she's doing pretty dang good with this. As you can see, it makes noise. It's a bunch of old cans, which I need to replace because they're starting to break a little bit. A bag, a plastic bottle with some rocks in it, and a piece of tarp. And this rope here is long enough when these horses get good enough at this, and you know, even when I probably start riding her, you can drag this along with you. Why? Because you can. So I'm going to put this up here, rubber with it, this over top of her. Take her back a couple steps. There we go. Watch my camera. Send her off and around. Carrying this and having it make a noise. Now you got to be careful because sometimes when they get this on the other side of them, now I've done this a couple times already, but when they get this over on the other side of them, they'll see it on the other side and then they'll run over it and hit you. So I want to make sure that she's okay with this, okay with it coming off while she's going, stuff like that. So those are the kind of things that we do there. Bring her back up. What I'm going to do is, as I do these, she's going to help me put them away too. So these are ideas of what you can do with your horses. Hold this up, roll it up. I'm standing on this only because, again, camera's sitting in the middle in case she decides to leave me. I don't want her to, all she has to do is touch that tripod and it'll go bye-bye. Tie it up. So have your horses go with you when you're doing chores as well. Now I'm going to come back behind here, and what I'll probably do is, may or may not, blank some of this out as I turn to each obstacle. Let's see. Should be able to see that. Going over the bridge here. Nice and smooth. So what I do first, again, is loose. I let these horses kind of go through these obstacles because I've found sometimes I'll get a horse, well, they're following me through fire. But when it comes to them doing it by themselves, or if I'm riding them and all of a sudden their nose has to go before my nose, they don't want to do it. So if I can get them to go around here loose without me even attached to them and them get brave about all these obstacles, it helps a lot. Now sometimes they get so scared you kind of have to help them, but for the most part I kind of just help them work through these obstacles by themselves. I just encourage them to go check it out, and eventually they go over it. With the stallion yesterday, he was, you know, really running around here like a crazy man, you know, and I just kind of let him relax and until he was like, oh, nothing here's going to hurt me. And then he started checking things out, and then he started going over things. If I would have forced him over stuff, it would have really been a chaotic mess. So there's no reason to force him over. Let him kind of check things out and find them, and then you can see if they'll go over with you. Now I can turn these the other way too, but when they're loose, then they're not going to obviously go through over a 2-foot thing, so I just have it this way. And if she steps on it, she does. If she doesn't, she doesn't. So I just want her to be good with that. I can see if, I did not try this yesterday at all, see if I can back her over it. So, you know, that rail there will kind of help me because she won't have much choice of which way to go. She's going to run into the rail, which is also good. I like them to kind of run into things on their butt. That's not going to hurt them. Now you gotta be careful that they don't step through the pipes here. Ask her. Every time she tries, I release. Wiggle. There we go. There we go. Pretty soon she'll learn to pick up that back foot. Don't go forward. She'll learn to pick up that back foot and go backwards over this. She had a lot of trouble coming back out of the trailer. She went into the trailer just fine. But a couple times now I've backed her into her stall. There we go. That's it, girl. So all I do is I don't force her to go over it. I just make it difficult for her to go anywhere else. So if you start forcing them over these things, you just get the horse kind of scared of the object. Yeah, they go over it. And maybe, 7,000 times later, they'll be okay with it. But if you kind of let them work at it and just don't let them go anywhere else, as opposed to kicking and spurring and whipping and everything else. I'm just going to move her butt over there a little bit. See, now she thinks I want her to go through here. She's a very claustrophobic horse. I just want her to move her butt. One step that way. Thank you. Good girl. Then I reward her for doing what I want. That's nice and easy. There we go. Beautiful. Continue on. Good job. Very nice. Good. Okay. Move the camera and we'll go over to the tarp. Okay. So over here, now I've checked her out already on this obviously because she's gone through it a couple times. If you have something hanging and they're afraid of it, don't send them between you and that object the first time. Because if you do that, unless, feel like hospital bills, I'm kidding. If you do that and they get afraid of that, they're just going to jump on you. So if they're really afraid of this, she's not, so I could just send her through here, but I want to show you. I'm gonna stand between the scary object and her and send her back and forth. Send, turn, face, nice and easy. Lead her off. Have her go past me, plant that foot, and yield that hind. And then I'll just get closer and closer to this object. Because again, if it's a scary thing, and all of a sudden they get scared of this, they're going to probably jump on you. And then you can go far enough away that if something does happen with that, they're going to be all right with it. Or you'll have a little bit of some forewarning. There you go. But eventually I want her to be able to get up nice and close to it. Squeeze between me and it. Have it kind of make some noise there. I'll even pick this puppy up. If I was really tall or had that over there, and I have other ways to do this. I have another tarp hanging over the tree. But, can I put it over her? Is she okay with that before she freaks out too much? I bring it out. I mean, ideally, it'd be cool if she could go through there. Help her unstick her feet. Here we go. Just kind of help her there. Will she take a step forward into that? There. Good. Then you can flap this over her. Kind of help her here. Have her come forward. Play peekaboo. 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 Give her big hugs and kisses with the tarp. Oh. Alright, so you want to be able to do all this kind of stuff with it. Put it all over her back, whatever you want to do. Okay. So that works. You can also have her turn around here and have her back up until she touches it with her hind feet. Now again, if she, I did not do this yesterday, Didn't do anything backwards with her yesterday. But when she goes to touch that, or when she hits that with her back feet, she might jump forward. So now you have a pretty good view there of what I'm doing. So I'm going to bring her there. I'm just going to try and release at a time when I can bring that hindquarter. There we go. Oops. See, now it's billowing up behind her. Stuff behind the horses are scary. There we go. Okay. Little movements. I can stand there all day and make her, you know, let her not move. I'm going to help her to move, but I'm not going to force her to go into this object, but I'm going to make it hard for her to be facing anywhere else. I'm not going to expect perfection here facing me forward, because she's still having trouble a little bit facing me dead on anyway, which will come over time. There we go. See if I can bring that front end over one step. Good job, Nellie. Good. Now she's pretty well lined up with that directly behind her for the most part. It's kind of billowing up, and I'm going to be aware that she might get spooked and jump that way and hopefully not hit the camera. Give her hugs and kisses and pets. I'm going to see if she'll take one step back. She can look at it. It's okay. And there's also somebody new walking around next door. Good. So again, this I did not do yesterday at all. Nothing backwards. She's going to go a little cockeyed. Bring that front end over. Back her up. Obviously she missed it a little bit. I expected her to. Bring her forward. And she gets forward enough to where her front end is in front and lined up with that. Then I'm going to see if I can keep her going, but only have the hind quarter coming across. There we go. Give her a rest there, because that's pretty close. Now again, I'm going to try and bring this front end over just a little bit. Oh, I know. Pretty girl. She needs comfort right now, and give her comfort, because she was so not wanting to be around people, or at least me, that, you know, if she needs a little hold me, touch me, pet me, I'll be more than happy to do that. Okay. I want her to look to me when she has a fear. I want her to look to me and go, "Are you sure it's okay?" Yipper doodles, it's just perfectly fine. There, she went sideways again. Bring that hind quarter over. If I have to move, I'll move, just to kind of expedite life here a little bit. But if I move, then she has a chance of going too far. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll maybe see if I can get her to just touch it with her one foot on a slight angle. She goes, "Oh my God, it moved." That's okay. There we go. Oh. She doesn't like to be confined. Most horses don't. I'm just going to see if I can get her to back up next to it and have it touch that right hind. This is pretty advanced. This might take me a couple days to get it done. No big deal. I'm giving you ideas here of things that you can do. If I get it exactly done today, I do. If I don't, I don't, because I only have so much time here. There, she stepped on it with her hind right foot there. Good job. That's all I wanted, kiddo. Bring her forward. Now, as you see, I think you can see, I don't know, you're kind of behind me here. My hands, this rope is always pretty dang light. If I need to stop her or snatch her or something like that, it's tight. The rest of the time, it's just in my hand. I don't have a death grip on my horse. My horse will feel that. If I'm worried about life, my horse will be worried too. Nellie, you got a dreadlock. There we go. It's all right. Let's see if I can get her to see it from this angle. Just kind of back up next to it there. And again, this is an awful lot for her, for a lot of horses. So even if I just make her get some good progress here, then I'll move on to the next one. And then in the next couple days, I'll just work on this just like we're doing. There, she stepped on it. She's licking and chewing, as you can probably hear in my mic. Give her a pet. Don't force her to do it, but just don't let her do anything else. There's a difference. Ask her to see if she'll take a step back. There, she slid it back and she touched that left hind there to that tarp. I don't know if you can see that, but that left hind's touching that tarp. The right hind's just about on it. She's like, I don't know, Auntie Val. See, she's trying to go backwards. She's trying real hard for me to go backwards, so I'm not going to get any firmer with her. If she's standing there falling asleep or pushing on me, then I'm going to get firmer about her going backwards just because I don't want her to push on me. There, she touched it. She got a little nervous, but that's okay. She's going to process that and go, it didn't hurt me. If I scared her into going backwards, it wouldn't help anything at all. Now, again, if she's pushing on me or going too far, then I'm not going to let her do that. But I'm not going to force her backwards into that tarp. There we go. See, there she was going to go forward, so I said, nope, that's not the answer. There we go. It's a little bit more back behind her. Give her some love. There we go, huh? You really need a bridle path. Okay, back her up. Not a big bridle path person, but she has a lot of hair. Okay, there she kind of got off of it. One more try here, just get her kind of going, and then I'll go on to the next one. Again, this is ideas of stuff you can do with your horse. There. See if she'll step back on it again. Oh my gosh, the wind caught it. She's looking at it and she's saying, wow, you've got to be kidding, Auntie Val. I'm not kidding, it won't hurt you, I promise. There we go. But you'll see by the end of the weekend, she'll be doing this just perfectly fine. Just there's some people coming in an hour or so, so I only have so much time to make this video while everybody's gone. People are coming for Roger. So I need to vacate the round pen. There we go. See if she'll just step back and just touch that. Almost. At least it's next to her. So anyway, I'll work on this, but you just keep doing what I'm doing here until she works out that it's an okay thing. Now, other things that you can do is when you're working with your horses, like I was saying earlier, if you have chores to do, oops, sorry, that was probably really loud. If you have chores to do your chores. Take your rope, just stick it in your belt. Don't tie yourself to your horse, okay? Make sure that this loop isn't really long, that this can go through it, because now all of a sudden you're tied to your horse, just like if you're using a Makati on your saddle. This way, if she really panics, you have a second to grab it, but you can, it'll slide out pretty easy. So if you want to rake or you have something to sweep, you know, take your horse with you while you're raking, while you're vacuuming, while you're sweeping, literally while you're vacuuming. Not in the house, but if you have, you know, a shop vac or something, you know, just take your horse and come with you. And she's done this with me a couple times. I always rake in the sides of my round pen after I'm done. So I'll do that. I'll just have her attached to me, go out to get the mail, trim some trees, whatever you need to do. And she should just, I can only go so far because of the camera, she should just kind of follow with you and be attached to you. So that's another thing that you can do. Okay. Now I'll go on to the next obstacle. Now this, you can put it on either side. Just set something's up above them. And again, there's this old feed bag down underneath between here. I should be able to now, if she goes through it on her own, I should be able to send her through there and over that, plant my hand, yield that hind, bring that front, drive that shoulder, send her across, plant, yield. Thank you very much, pretty girl. Should be able to have her come through. As long as she's not running through, you should be able to bring her through. Over top of that. And back her through. Right over and through and under and everything else. Obviously, none of this is expensive stuff to make. You can put all this stuff in your backyard. It's pretty simple. So that's some stuff that you can do there. And then the jump. Back this up a little bit. Looks like somebody's here. I think it's Lauren. I have to turn this off a second. Okay. All right. So, when you want to send her over the jump, just like everything else, nice and easy, just like a quarter horse should do it. And both ways. And that's all there is to that. Okay? Nice and simple. Now, obviously, she's too little really to back her over there. Eventually, in a long time, I'd be able to send her halfway over, side pass her back and forth across that, but we haven't gotten really that far. Now, the cans. Let's see if we can get to where you can see that. I'm going to bring my flag with me. I'm going to need it here in a second anyway. Packages. So, what I'm going to do here is get her off of my line. Now, climb up here. Now, this is just a laundry bag full of cans, okay? I'm going to send her over. See if she can handle stuff, even, you know, when I'm in a different position and she's in a different position and everything else. Just see if she can do stuff like this. Now with that jump there, she's a little bit claustrophobic, but let me see if I can get her further than I did yesterday. Get my leg out of the way. Okay. There we go. Just see if she'll come up here. Something bit me. Okay. She's still getting this, but, and again, that's right behind her, just like with the tarp. She's a little worried about that jump right behind her. Obviously, that's better. See if she'll come. Come like that. And then be able to, you know, bop her in the sides, throw it over top, all that good stuff there. She's okay with that. Let's see, I don't know, I'm going to have to check that, make sure you can see there. Now be careful stepping down right in that section there until the horse, you know them well enough, because if you step down right up their front shoulder, they're not used to that, you might get struck. Okay, move this over ever so slightly. See, like a cricket. Okay. And now essentially the same thing, except now with a flag. And now I want to be able to get her to where she'll pick me up on the fence just like a colt. Now again, she's been rode, but I want her more comfortable with stuff over top of her. Pet her, touch her butt, under her belly. See how she kind of gooshied there a little bit? So just keep petting her. Now I have a hold of this line, but again, I'm not death gripping her. Gitchy, 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 gitchy. Okay, I don't do a whole lot on. See if I can get her to go the other side. There we go. Flag her over there. This might take a second or so. That's okay. Again, we're still working on this. Just not always sure if I'm trying to get her to jump or there. Keep this on the other side, see if I can ask her to come up. Any day, Nellie. There we go. Good job. Flag her over here. Flag her butt. A little jumpy still, but still way better. I mean, trust me, way better. And every time I do this, it just gets better and better. I mean, what happens if you're riding and you take your jacket off? You know, people tie it around their waist and all of a sudden it comes off. I've had that happen. And, you know, it falls down or something like that. You want it, anything can be flapping on her, touching on her anywhere she goes. All that kind of good stuff. Okay. And then, just for sake of switching sides, there's nothing else. I'll do the same thing that I do with the colt starting, even though she's been rode. But, you know, come up here, rub there. My foot's still on the rail. I'm totally secure. Keep this rein short enough that if she goes somewhere, you got her. You're not going to get kicked on the way. Sit on her. Bounce on her. Hold the rope in my rail. Pet her. Pet her. Wiggle. Bounce. Pet her butt. Pick up her tail a little bit there. Go around here. So if she leaves, I'm just on the rail. No big deal. Okay. Put my leg over. I want it so that I'm not hurting her, just bouncing lightly. Yeah, she's moving because she's a little thing. I just want to be an idiot up here. I'm not tall like some of those clinicians that they're jumping on them from the ground. I'm the world's worst jumper. I can clear about an inch. There we go. She's happy with that. Happy with that. You know, kind of flip this rope a little bit here. Can I swing the rope a little bit? She says nope. See how she left, and that was okay. That's something I haven't done yet, was swing the rope while I was up there. Bring her back. Let me get my ropes untangled, Nellie. Oops, sorry, my fault. I didn't go fast enough, did I? Send her around. Bring her up. Pet her. Let me do it from up here so I can help her a little bit more. Just do one. Bring it back down. Bye. Bring her over here. Swing it. Till she's okay with this. One swing, back down. One swing the other way. Back down. Rubber. Swing it back there. All this good stuff. Okay. It's a little better. Bring her up. Okay. A little far away there, Nellie. Hold on to her and this. Bring it here. Rub it. Swing it once. I don't want her to think I'm whipping her. Okay. She just has to know that that's okay. Get a bit of grip on my hand so I don't fall. So you can go through some of this stuff. There you go. while you're on the rail. Not all of us are bronc riders. Could I sit it if I had to? Probably. Do I want to anymore at 45 years old? Nope. If I had to, I would. But I can quite well just hang on here and help her get through this. There we go. So I just, you know, it's too much. It's too much. If it's not, you know, then just go down to where it's not too much and help her through it. There you go. And it's touching her feet, doing everything there. And that's pretty good there. Okay. Bounce on her again. Give her a little back massage. Okay, back her up. Come on down. Poles obviously will be easy, but I'll show them anyway. They weren't easy to start, though, I'll tell you. She flew over them like crazy the other day. Oh no, your friend is gone. Okay. Send her over these. Nice and sweet and simple. You can back them over these. You can do all sorts of stuff. Okay? Very good. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn this off for just a second. I'll go get my, or actually Roger's little farrier stand thingy there, and I will be right back. Okay, so these barrels are up for me, not for her. They're up for me, so I know where to stand. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is just now be able to get all her feet done. Here, rope behind me. Pick up her foot. Play with it, manhandle it a little bit. Stick it between my leg. Hang on to it. Do all sorts of weird things with it, whatever I need to do. You know, I want it that she's okay with it. Pet her while I'm doing it. Get up underneath here. Tap on it. Bring it forward. Sure she's okay with that. Get that out of the way. Set it down. Now I'm not good at using this thing. Roger showed me how to use it yesterday, so bear with me. Okay. Give me your foot here, pretty girl. Take it. Put it on there. Clean her up. I'm gonna go to the other side, he said. So get over here. Get up in here. Put her foot back. There we go. Hang it there for a second. There we go. Good job. Spin it back around. Okay. Put it down. Get enough out of the way. Do the hind foot. Pick it up. Bring it back. Tap on it. Let me turn her. There, pretty girl. Let me turn this way a little bit. There we go. They don't want to see my butt. Thank you for offering me the front foot. I want your hind foot. Pick it up. Bring it back. Manhandle it. Swing it around. Bring it forward. Stick it up in here. Do what I need to do with it. See if she'll stay here when I grab this thingy. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Here. All I'm doing is repositioning her for you guys, not for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Because she's offering it to me, even though it's not the one I want. Thank you. Okay, but can I have this one instead? Thank you very much. Atta girl. You're not quite balanced there. So let me help you balance your feet. There you go. Take a step forward. There you go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. But I'd kind of like to have this one instead. Thank you. Put it on there somehow. Stand on it. Forgot that part. Do this. Okay. Thank you very much, sweetheart. Bring her over here. Do this side. Up a daisy. Thank you so much, honey bunny. Get this out of the way. Put this under my foot. Okay. Pick it up. Pet it until she's okay. Rub her, hug her. Do whatever I need to do. Help her out there. Help it until I can put it in here. Yeah, hug her, pet her, move it around. Hug her while I'm doing it. Way overdo it. I always go a little nuts, but that's just me. Bounce her, wiggle her, tap it, swing it out. Was what I was showing the other day on the tape. Put this on this and then just create a path here. And you can kind of hold that. See if she'll stand here while I do the under the nose maneuver. Can I have it, sweetheart? Thank you so much. Get it in here. There we go. Didn't say take it away, did I? There we go. Swing it around. Get in her spot that she didn't like you to be in. Pet her. Swing it again. Maneuver around. Do all the stupid stuff. Put it down. Hug. Okay. That probably sounded funny. Now this is the one that she had the most trouble with. This is the one we never got done. With the farrier. But my farrier is coming on Monday. I probably will not video that because of... Oh. Are you camera shy? Can you turn? Here, let's turn this way. There we go. Why don't you do it this way? Pick it up. Okie dokie. Pat it, pet it, wiggle it, hit it, rubber, switch it, hang on to it. There we go, moving around. Are you swishing me? Look at this puppy. Let's see, let me pick it up this way. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Bring it in here. Up there. There we go. File. No, there's another way. Another position. I'm going to find this out on Monday when Francisco comes. And pick that up. Put it down. Make noise with that. Turn her around. And tell her, thank you very much. Give her big hugs and kisses and hugs and rubs. Aw, I know. Aren't you sweet, huh? So you can pick up her tail, get underneath her, in her ears. She can smile for everybody, say hello. Just really get in and personal with her here a little bit. Stick your fingers in her nose. Check out her eyeballs, her ears. You like hugs now, huh? Get your fingers in there. Go in here and grab her tongue. You have a slippery tongue. Give me your tongue. Give it. She says, no, I won't give you my tongue. Almost. Boy, do you have a slippery tongue. There we go. Grab her tongue. Flail it around a little bit. Good job. Yuck. That's what pants are for, right? Come to the other side. Hug her over here. Now my mic's over here. Sorry about that. Give her hugs and kisses and get on that ear and this ear and that eye and this nose and that nose and see if we can smile for the camera. Hello. Yes. All that good stuff. See if she'll shake. See. There we go. Woo-hoo. Stretch your leg. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, there you go. Stretch this leg. Oh, thank you, honey bun. Pull it out. I'm not putting extra pressure on. I'm just letting her stretch that. And give her another hug. Bring her over here. Undo this. Tip the nose. Drop it. Thank you. And that should do it for her for today. If I have time later this afternoon, I still got to work Mr. Stud Muffin over there, but I'll saddle her up and see if she can wear my big girl saddle. And maybe start riding her. Huh. Very good. Thank you.